remember Ryan at all?
What up, Tucson, Arizona, Comic Crazy Show, episode 85. I'm very glad to be here deep in the Jedi Archives. Okay, people, first things first, I'm going to talk about, I just want to thank TCCC for making Comic Crazy Show possible. And I want to thank Marty, the editor, for making the Comic Crazy Show possible. And I want to thank you, the viewers, for making the show possible. And I want to thank Stacy from Bookman's, and I want to thank Christina from the store on First and Grant. Very pretty girl, very pretty. Okay, first things first, Comic Crazy Show episode 85. We're going to be going daylight timing hour. Okay, in Baghdad there's been daylight bombing runs causing a lot of chaos and a lot of destruction in the capital of Iraq. And believe me, people, this is 2 weeks ago. Okay, on top of that, the Iraqi people and the Iraqi regime cannot do a counterattack against the coalition forces because they don't have the equipment and the leadership to continue what they say is a massive assault on coalition forces. So fuck you, Saddam Hussein. You can fucking. Alrighty. Okay, right now in the Gulf War II, the war with Iraq, it's been a total of more than 10 reporters and journalists killed in action while reporting the news. So God bless them. Believe me, people, if I had a huge production team to send me to Iraq, to Baghdad, I would be there, and if it came down to it, if I got shot to death, that's okay. Alrighty. U.S. Marines and Army soldiers were able to go to the main presidential palace in Baghdad of Saddam Hussein. What they did, they looted. In some cases, looted. And when I say that, what they did was take ashtrays, pieces of mirrors, or whatnot. I want to show you a picture pretty soon. I also got pictures of our U.S. soldiers lounging, which is great because they deserve all the time they need to lounge in the palace of Saddam Hussein. Woo! Saddam Hussein, I wish he had a big old fucking, how about a plunger up his ass like the Brooklyn cops. Alrighty. Okay, the U.S. government says there will be a lot of Iraqi resistance still in the days to come ahead. Alrighty, looting right now is a big problem in Iraq. As you can see all the pictures on the TV, people are ripping out coolers, computers, chairs, tables, curtains, whatever they can from Iraqi government buildings. And because right now it's a free fall, whatever you can grab, go ahead and grab it. It's like the 1992 Los Angeles riot. If you see it and if you can break to get to it, then take it. Okay, alrighty. Okay, as of April 9th, that was a couple days ago, April 9th, 2003, civilian death toll for the Iraqi is 1,252 civilians has been killed by U.S. armed forces in the Iraqi war who are innocent bystanders. Okay. President George Bush says that the UN will play a vital role in rebuilding Iraqi society. Okay, a couple days ago at a Baghdad hotel, 3 journalists and reporters were shot to death by a Army and U.S. Marine helicopter and warship that shot them to death in the hotel room by accident, which is called friendly fire incident. God bless them. Okay. Right now in North Korea, the Prime Minister of North Korea is a goddamn piece of shit. I wish I could kick his ass because you know what he needs is a big old fucking bop to the mouth. But anyway, Kim from North Korea is a fucking dumb motherfucker. And you know what? If this goes to show, don't fuck with the U.S., man. Don't fuck with the U.S., motherfucker. Alrighty. An American Indian woman was killed in an American coalition forces-led combat. She is the first American Indian woman to be killed in combat. Her name was Lori Piaswa. I'm not really sure how to pronounce the enunciation of the last name, but Godspeed to her. She's a great icon for the whole country. It goes to show she comes from the same environment from the Navajo Indian and Indian reservation environment where Windtalkers came from. The Navajo Indians were responsible for that. But long live Lori! 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 Okay. A lot of people during this week were saying a lot of critics of the war plan that took place in the past 3 weeks says, you know what? We thought the war would be a lot worse. We have a lot fewer casualties than we estimated, which is good. But you know what? I know those soldiers, men and women who died for our country, to say Saddam Hussein, you can fucking take it right there. Fuck you and whatever. And that's the way it is. It's great to know that the U.S. is the greatest country in the world. Okay. General Motors said that they'll be making no more electric cars. The federal government of the United States of America said that there won't be rising no more prices on postal stamps until the year 2006. In Connecticut, 3 teens were held responsible for the beating death of a mentally disabled man who was dressed up like Batman, who was convinced that he was a crime fighter in his neighborhood. And these 3 fucking fuckhead teenagers got the idea of fucking going to a soda machine, pulling out soda pop from the fucking machine, and with the bottle, they beat the man to fucking death. Those 3 kids, 2 of those kids are 14 years old, the 3rd kid is 13 years old. I hope they get butt fucked by a fucking huge ass plunger. Huge, like a fucking triple wide plunger. And let's see how they like that. Alrighty, I know I'm being bad. Okay, in Iraq, they found a police headquarters that had acid baths, electric chairs, had pictures of women and men being burned to death alive. Also, the U.S. government said they're very surprised that the Iraqi government hasn't used any chemical warfare tactics against the U.S. government. It's just a matter of time, people. Okay. We all know what SARS is. SARS is a disease that originated in Asia a couple weeks ago. SARS stands for Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome, and it's a very deadly disease. It takes 10 days to incubate, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Joe Francis, you know who he is. He's the founder and creator of Girls Gone Wild. He's being held in jail for drug trafficking and racketeering, to include prostitution. Alrighty. In Oregon, these fucking 3 teenager kids ripped off 5 American flags off of government property and dumped the flags in the river. I hope the 3 kids drown in the river. I gotta go. Rob Zombie came out with his new movie called 1000. I'm out. I need to get a barbecue chicken and some seafood with a soda. People of the Call Me Crazy Show, episode 85. Thank you very much for staying in touch with the Call Me Crazy Show. Public access, TCCC. and Marty the editor make it possible. Okay, first thing first is that as we all know, like Secretary of Defense said, the regime of Saddam Hussein is no more. Hopefully he's off somewhere rotting in a cave, and these fucking vultures are picking at his cadaver, because God knows he deserves to die a violent and horrible death. And you know why Saddam Hussein needs to die a ultra-violent and ultra-horrific death is because for example, out in southern Iraq, U.S. Marines and armed forces found several houses that were apparently torture chambers for Saddam Hussein, the prisoner of his dictatorship. Items found in the torture chambers at the police station of the Iraqi government that was under Saddam Hussein. They found electric chairs. They found acid baths. Apparently they would dump people into baths of acid while they're still alive, being burned up alive by acid. And I'm pretty sure that's not a good way to go out. If you've seen RoboCop, that's what happens. But imagine that you're innocent of all these charges, and these people are convinced that you're talking smack about Saddam Hussein. They throw you in a vat of fucking acid. And on top of that, there's already bones in there from the past people in there, so it gets filthy. And they found an acid bath in the ring. Also, they also found stacks of photos of burned bodies. Evidence dictates to the fact that the people in the photos were burned alive while they were still tied down to chairs and tables. The Marine commander who found the first units of buildings said it looks like a lot, much like Nazi Germany. It's almost like Nazi Germany, the Marine commander said. They also found secret police headquarters that they weren't supposed to be there. Also for torture for the Iraqi prisoners, they will rip off people's fingers one at a time. Also, there was a report of an Iraqi man who showed up outside at a jail of the Iraqi police, and he had pictures of little girls set on fire while they were still alive, and he reported the atrocity to the Marines. We all know Saddam Hussein is never caught alive. He's gonna face war crimes for a number of horrific things that he did, including the 1988 chemical massacre he did on a village in Iraq. So that's what happened. The Iraqi government and police were burning little girls alive. Goes to show why we were there in the first place. Because that is not a way for a human being to go out. Okay, now that the war's over and whatnot, there's a lot of skirmishes here and there. Where the hell are the chemicals and where the hell are the weapons of mass destruction? Hopefully Saddam Hussein didn't sell them to any terrorists. If that's the case, then for all we know, that he might have these terrorists buying all his chemicals, and for all we know, they could be on their way to the U.S. as I speak. But who the fuck knows? It's all speculation. But I don't want to do no mass hysteria shit. Alrighty. Also, the U.S. White House Bush administration said Syria is a rogue nation with an untested young leader. Fuck Syria. They were supplying night vision goggles to the Iraqi soldiers, shipping them into their country illegally during Gulf War II. Okay, in Russia, 29 deaf children were killed in a fire because each child that died was not able to be promptly awakened So they smothered to death and died in the fire only because the kids couldn't hear the smoke alarm and there were not enough counselors. 100 injured on top of that. So oh, that gets horrible. That gets horrible. Okay. In Iraq, a suicide bomber a couple weeks ago injured 4 Marines. And the Air Force Major, General Gene Remnant said Baghdad's still an ugly fucking place. There will be difficulties and efforts in trying to restore Iraq with U.S. tax money that we pay people everything on gas, from food to gas to the papers to cable TV. Here's something. The founder, Joe Francis from the Girls Gone Wild videos, infamously, was arrested for drug trafficking and racketeering related to prostitution. And I think that's hilarious. Alrighty, and there's one more thing. Researchers at a U.S. government agency said low level of lead in school can cramp children's intelligence. This is a report and studies that funded by U.S. government money to find out stuff about that. We already know that. We already know we drank lead-filled water back in the early 80s here in the city of Tucson. Okay, and on a sad note, the 11-year-old kid was given permission in Indiana, was given permission to play in the car while his older brother was doing a recital, and the parents said, yeah, kids don't fool around with the car. So the parents of the 11-year-old boy gave him the car keys, so he went to the car. He didn't come back for a whole hour, so they get to assume that he was doing the car. When the parents and the boy come out of the school recital to go back to the car, and they find the 11-year-old boy dead, apparently his head and neck got stuck between the door frame and the electric window. And he couldn't reach the button, so reportedly to bring the window down until he suffocated to death. No charges pending against the parents. What fucking idiots, fucking parents, send your 11-year-old boy to go play by himself in the car with the car keys on top of that? You know, when I was younger, my younger brother, when he had a recital or some bullshit like that, I was forced to go. I had to sit there and watch the whole stupid thing. So what the hell? You know, I'm still around. So, you know, really, people, that's fucking stupid. A 11-year-old boy, if he's a really small boy, chances are that he'll fool around with the car. So what happened, his neck and head got stuck in the door frame and the plastic window. I do hope they bring child abuse charges against the parents, because that is 100% preventable. Okay, and on a good, awesome note, deep from the archives, from the Jedi archive, we were able to pull this out. It was a historic event. It just goes to show, don't mess with the U.S. It gives a good message to the Middle East that we're looking for solutions, not problems, not occupation, but liberation for their emancipation. This has been the Call Me Crazy Show, filming a non-studio, non-audience.
Someone is speaking.
Okay, people, I'm out of here. The Call Me Crazy Show. Hasta la vista, people. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
The Mars landing, Ray, and your opinion about that.
My opinion about the Mars landing is that it's very good, and hopefully one day that man can get up there and bring back some samples. And if he does bring back samples, what I want him to bring back samples with like deadly viruses that no mankind can ever fix. And I hope that he bring it back and kill everybody on Earth. And that's what I think about Mars landing. So it's a big A+ in my book. Yay. My opinion about the governor is that I hope he dies. I hope he gets convicted, and I hope he goes to jail, and I hope he rots in hell. That's what my opinion on the governor. So fuck Simonton. Fuck them all. Kill them all. Can't wait to go see Snoop Doggy Dogg and then all fuck.
Shattered